What's up, boys and girls, kings and queens? How you doing? How you doing? You doing good? You doing well? You smiling there? You better smiling. I know you're there. Yeah, you. Yeah, I still like to do that. Listen, I just have a small reminder for everybody there, and this can help you a lot. Last time I got a very beautiful question again in my inbox from a beautiful soul and asked me, "Gee, you know what? I see so much on the internet and so much on TV and so much on YouTube and so much things actually, but I just want to know how I can be my authentic self." And I think it's a very important question because authenticity is the most important thing ever that we as humanity can have. And this is who we really are. But how we get to this answer and how we know if we are authentic or not, just by a small question, just a simple question. You know which question is that? You know which question it is? Yeah, you know? It's a very simple question, but with a lot of power. In order to free yourself from all these illusions from school system, of what you absorb from your surroundings, of how you think that you are, how you perceive yourself, of whatever. See, because a lot of people know themselves, but they deny themselves. If I ask you now who you are, the majority will say to me, "Oh, I'm X and I come from X and I come from this country and these are my parents and that's my family," and this is not who you are. This is what they teach you that you are. You see, I like to take this example with dogs. I love dogs. Everybody loves dogs. You love dogs? Yeah, you better love dogs. So my grandmother always say to me, shout out to all the grandmothers, you know, somebody that don't love animals don't love people neither. And it's true. You should look around you. I love dogs, man. You better love dogs also. But that's not even a story about dogs. What the story is actually how to become bad, how to become back, authentic yourself, to find yourself, to be yourself in a world full of illusions and maskers and fears and comparison and following each other and copying each other and so many other things, unfortunately. So I just want to answer this question to that beautiful soul I call in my inbox, so maybe other people that sit with this question and they're afraid to ask. Now I just have then also a small question for you after this example with the dogs. Back to the example. You see, when you teach a little puppy, to sit down and give a bone, well, later, when you become a big dog, well, it's gonna do the same. Same with people. I know maybe the example is a little bit too extreme, but that's the reality. That's how we've been teaching the school system, to sit down and to wait for the bone. You know what I mean? To wait that they feed us, to wait that they bring us, that they lead us. That's how people become consumers and followers, not creators and leaders. And back now to our story, I have a small question for you. When you ask me, you go in my inbox and ask me, "Gee, how I become back authentic?" Well, who are you? Who are you? Really you? That's a small question. Who are you? Don't say to me, "Yes, my name is this and I come from this family and this country and this continent." No, that's what they teach you. Think about the example with the dog. That's why I give this example first of all, that you can make the connection, my beautiful souls and kings and queens. No, you are much more than that. Who are you? Who are you? Real you. When you're alone in your car, in the kitchen, in the sleep room, in the shower, or the toilet, wherever you are, the inner conversation that you have with yourself, how you see the world, how you perceive the world, what you like to do, what you love to do, what you like to eat, what kind of music you like to dance on it, what you like to sing. This is who you are, not what they teach you by giving you a name and tell you, okay, you're born in this country, in this continent, and these are your parents, that's your family, and this. You see, this question is very small, but it's so important to ask yourself. That's for me, for you, for everybody there in the world. If you really want to become back unique and authentic and to be you, to go to your goals and your dreams and your visions in the easy way, without fear, without comparison, without copying each other, without don't caring about opinions of whatever that is, you have to be authentic. Authenticity is so powerful, so powerful. Love, principles, followers, compassion, integrity, These are all very powerful words, but also love and gratitude. But the most important is authenticity, something that they take from the humanity a long time ago. It's a big awakening, busy for the people that don't know that and don't understand that. Well, flash news. And yes, slowly progress to slow progress. But nevertheless, every step counts. So I ask you again, just to give an answer to the people that go in my inbox and ask me, gee, how I know who I really am and how I become back my authentic me. You are already you. You have everything inside of you. Every boy and every girl, every man, every woman are called kings and queens to become what they want and to obtain what they want. They just don't know anymore who they are. Then they'll be taught. It's same like having Superman and never teach him that he can fly. Just a stupid example maybe, but that's the same with humanity. And no, you cannot fly, but this is just giving an example. Do you understand what I mean? Ask yourself that question and look yourself deep in the mirror and say, who am I? Who am I when nobody's around me? When not family, friends, teams, partnership, nobody, colleagues, nobody. Who am I? How I think, how I perceive life, how I feel myself, how I have this inner conversation with myself, because we all have that. Now some people are gonna say, no, I don't have it. Yeah, you too. The most important aspect in this process to find yourself, your authentic self, is to be real with yourself. Like me, I have to be real myself. You have to be real with yourself and ask yourself strong the question, who am I? Because if you are not who you have to be, and you are still not becoming who you have to become, and you walking around unhappy, sad, and you put just a mask on just for the surroundings, friends, teams, family, partnership, workflow, whatever, then you don't live your life. You are just a prisoner in your own mind, faking that you have a life. Make the difference. So that's why it's so important, this question. And I would like to ask you another question. Who are you when nobody's looking? Who are you when nobody's around you? Who are you when you are alone? When you have sad moments, happy moments, the inner conversation with yourself. Who are you? Well, that person is who you really are in real life. And that person you have to dare to bring outside. That person you have to dare to be you. To speak up for yourself and for the people around you. To use compassion, integrity, values, principles for for what you're standing for and who you are, without caring about opinions, without caring about who think about you. By releasing the fears, how others perceive you, and opinions, by releasing all these fears to try to fit in, to compare yourself, by being you, authentic you, only then you can make something for yourself, for your surroundings, and maybe for the humanity to make the difference. Because you are all kings and queens, my beautiful souls. And the only way to find yourself back and to remember who you are is to be real with yourself first, and to ask yourself the question, who am I real? Because only then you can find the answers. Only then you can grow and evolve and create the best version of yourself, with all meaning of life. It's so important, this question. And I want you to ask yourself this question, who am I? Ask yourself that question, and you will see. And that being said, you have a nice and beautiful day. Keep smiling, and remember who you are.